everyone, today I'll be reviewing this series. It just came out like a couple of years ago, 1883, but it is on Netflix. And yes, when I saw this series is on Netflix, I was excited to see this because this Yellowstone universe, this series are huge monster hit on Paramount Plus. So of course, when it's on Netflix, you wanna check it out. While 1883, overall, this series, it is like if you have seen recently another series came out, it's called American Primeval. That series is like if you compare this to that, like definitely American Primeval is more entertaining. It had more action. It was more intense. All the fighting scene in that show was just so brutal. Overall, I did really enjoy American Primeval. However, 1883 is very different from that show. This show is like this shows, especially the pacing for 1883 is like really slow. Although there is some interesting plot throughout the series, but overall I feel like American Primal was like it had only 6 episodes, but it was quite intense series. I personally really loved that. But still, I thought 1883 doesn't have that much obstacle when you think about it. Nothing really happened. Most of the stuff, like most of the obstacle, all the character face in this series is not that intense if I compare with the American Primeval. Although 1883 it did came out before that, so I should point that out before I say which one is more exciting and good. Obviously 1883, if you are a Yellowstone fan, you will like this because this is the origin story for this Dutton, I don't know if I'm saying it right, family, like where they came from. So in 1883, did I like overall this series? Yes, overall I did like this series only for 2 reasons: location and Sam Elliott and Faith Hill. Like these are the 3 reasons you cannot get off this series. These 3 reasons, a lot of people will enjoy 1883. The biggest like annoying thing about this series is obviously the teenager Elsa Dutton, and the way her character was written in this show, it just beyond horrible. Like what? Like the way she was acting in 1883. Is it believable? Can someone explain to me how is this teenager, she was able to, like basically even this series makes fun of her from one guy to another. Like what? How does it make sense? Like what is wrong with this Taylor Sheridan? His storytelling for this Elsa Dutton is like, this really brings it down, If she was the way her character was, if she wasn't the way she was in this series is actually pretty interesting, especially if you were a sucker for this Western genre, A lot of people are sucker for Western genre. One of my best friend, he loves Western movies and shows. So yeah, a lot of people will see this. Actually, a lot of review pointed out, like they give up this show after 4 episodes. The truth about 1883 is this: Sam Elliott, his character, and the mom for the, what was her name? The Faith Hill, she plays the mom. Both of this character really keeps audience hooked. Even the guy who was the person, I forgot. He was quite good, and his relationship with the hippie lady, it was also quite good. And the immigrant storyline in this show is just beyond bad. Like what? Is it believable? Like all these people are coming from Europe, they're just like they don't know how to swim, they're getting beaten by snake, like even they don't know how to ride a horse in 1883. Wow. I don't know how much is honestly believable. Again, the Sam Elliott, he keeps you hooked for the show, and the location is really good. Also, although you never want them to finish their journey, but somehow you want to keep them watching, keep them watching from going one place to another, like crossing the river is such a big deal yeah, the show is overall, it isn't very well written. Once again, let's be honest. Also, she really brings down the show like crazy. She looks like Jennifer Lawrence. But anyway, did I like overall 1883? Yes, I did like it because I was really invested in Sam Elliott, Faith Hill, and even Tim McGraw. He's not that good in this, honestly. Like it's not Tim. He's not good. His character wasn't interesting. He didn't have any leadership quality. That is it. I was not personally invested in him. However, I did like the show you in a couple of episodes, these native people, their storyline I liked. So first episode for this show is good. After the first episode, couple of episodes is really slow. But I feel like personally, once we hit to the episode 5, I think show did picked up its pace, and it was overall, it was quite interesting. It was interesting. Even when end of it, when Elsa Dutton, she was dying, I was so happy that she's dying, honestly. She was really annoying, and yeah, a lot of people I see in their review, they point out the way Elsa Dutton, the way she dressed up in this show, like she's wearing like sleeveless clothes in the cold weather, and she's just sleepless, it's so sunny and everything. Like, you will be burned, right? The sun is so powerful in Montana. So, yeah, like it was Montana. From Texas, Texas. Texas even more warm. So, yeah. This show overall, the writing is really bad. Like, nothing really happened here. But as I explained why I liked, overall, it could have written better, honestly. But the trailer shared, and his writing is so shallow in this show. It made me really frustrated, Recently I watched American Primeval. That show is so good, so intense, so action-packed. Like, if you compare to this was like slow-mo fast. And where that show is actually quite a hit on Netflix, although it is starring Taylor Scott, right? Like, he's really good in that show, and Barry Jalpin. So, yeah, this show was really very shallow writing, like surface level writing you have ever seen. However, the production, the location is really breathtaking. Sam Elliott is good. His partner is good. Overall, yeah, this was an interesting watch. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this series? If you enjoyed this review, don't watch other reviews on other show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe until I see you next time. Please take care.